Today we'll be exploring 3 fundamental shading techniques: hatching, cross-hatching, and stippling. Let's get started. You can use a pen or pencil for this exercise. We'll be using the black ink pen from the BIC Evolution pack. Our first shading technique is hatching. Now, imagine a light source and identify where the shadows and highlights fall. With hatching, we create parallel lines to represent these shadows. Keep your lines close together for darker shades and spread them out for lighter areas. You can experiment with the angle and pressure of your strokes to achieve different effects. Moving on to cross-hatching. Once again, consider your light source. As you can see, for this tutorial, our light source is coming from the top left corner. Start with a set of parallel lines and then add a second set at a different angle. The areas where the lines overlap create darker tones. And just as the hatching technique, when these sets of intersecting lines are close together, they create darker shades, and when they spread apart, they create lighter areas. You can vary the spacing between lines and experiment with different angles to achieve a range of shading effects. Now, let's explore stippling, a technique that uses dots to create shadows and tones. The closer the dots, the darker the area. The farther apart, the lighter. Stippling allows for precise control over shading and texture. Stippling can be a very tedious technique, but the finished result is gratifying and absolutely worth it. And there you have it, 3 essential shading techniques: hatching, cross-hatching, and stippling. Don't be afraid to mix and match these techniques in your artwork to create unique effects. Remember, practice makes better, so grab your tools and start shading away. Tune in next week for a drawing tutorial using the techniques you learned today.